What's going on, everyone? This is your boy Ash the Man here to bring you the noise about some interesting updates that we had. Now on May 7th we got some juicy information about Inuyasha throwing us a sequel, which is Yashaime Half Demon Princess, which is going to be the sequel again to Inuyasha that is set to release. Now they don't have a confirmed release date for this, so it could be some time before we get it. However, I do want to go over some of the information, my thoughts on this sequel. But before I go ahead and get started, if you can, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button, don't forget to leave a comment and share it on all social media platforms. Get the word out there. Definitely, I would love if you guys definitely will share my video so you get more traffic. Definitely appreciate it. But let's go ahead and definitely jump into this. Now I will have the links in below of the sources that I read on this, because I make sure to just cover all bases. Whenever I do one of these, I will always make sure to check out the sources and make sure this is legitimate sources, and it definitely is. It's not just no random blog or anything like that, so trust and believe this is a real thing. Now it was blowing up on Twitter about this. When they caught wind of it, it was trending. For May 7th, it was trending all day. So you gotta know that it's definitely some realization to this. But let me go ahead and just read off of what we got so far. So the daughters of Shishomaru and Inuyasha set out on a journey of transcendent time. So we could take on that that is dealing with the Fatal Japan era and probably the current Japan. So in the Fatal Japan, half-demon twins Toha and Setsuna are separated from each other during a forest fire. While desperately searching for her younger sister, Toha wanders into a mysterious tunnel that sends her into present-day Japan, where she is found and raised by Kagome's brother Sota and his family. That's very interesting, and that's talking about Toa and Setsuna. That is Shishomaru's twin daughters. Now, of course, with the mother being, I'm just throwing it out there as Rin, because it has to be, because that's the only human that he pretty much can have a romance with. Because if you look at the ending to the final act, in which Shishomaru was visiting Rin, he was bringing her dresses, but Kikyo's younger sister, who I don't remember her name right now, but she basically told Shishomaru that, hey, look, when Rin get of age, we're gonna let her have the choice if she want to come with you or not. But he was visiting her, bringing her dresses, so I'm just gonna say that could be the person who is the mother to the kids, especially if they have demons, because Kaguya, which was a part of Naraku, she's dead, so I don't think he has any romance with any other humans besides Rin. But let's go ahead and hit this these last few paragraphs up. 10 years later, the tunnel that connects the two eras has reopened, allowing Toa to reunite with Setsuna, who is now a demon slayer working for Kuhaku. And Kuhaku is Sango's little brother, in where Sango was searching to recover Kuhaku, because you remember that the demon slayers all got murdered during the story of Inuyasha. And I'm not putting spoilers on that, because it have been years since Inuyasha's release. If you haven't seen it now, I mean, all honesty, go and see it. But I'm not going to stray away from not mentioning things that is obvious at this point to most anime fans. But to Toha's shock, Setsuna appears to have lost all her memories of her older sister. Joined by Muraha, the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome, the three young women travel between two eras on an adventure to regain the missing past. So it seems that all three of them link up to go ahead and set out on a journey to recover the memories that is lost from Setsuna. But when I took a look at this on the other sites, especially on an official site, which is Vast Media, they explained that Setsuna wasn't the only person that lost the memories. It was Toa also, of the events that happened, when she went to the current day Japan in a forest fire. What could be the reason behind the forest fire? It could be a sole memory of why they, memories was altered or maybe lost. So that's something that they don't go into much details about for it. And that's one of the reasons, again, looking at sources and having more than one sources can definitely open up more memory, more, possibilities that's going on. So what do you take from all this with the whole sequel from it? Honestly, in my opinion, I think it sounds very interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's like a brass new idea, like, oh my god, this is like the greatest, like, you know, the greatest adventure that they're gonna have. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they all interact, because if you think about Inuyasha and Shishomaru's like relationship, their relationship was kind of like, hey, you know, like a bit of a rivalry kind of thing. Because at first, you know, if you look how Shomaru was treating Inuyasha, he treated him pretty much like a dick because of his half human blood. I mean, they grown to understand each other, but I don't think their relationship was like the best. You know, they always had that rivalry after a certain point in the story, in which, you know, hey, look, you know, I understand what you're doing, but, you know, I just don't rock with you like that, you know, and that kind of feat. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know, even though like I'm more rocking with Shishomaru, because I think Shishomaru was like, you know, like just a well-designed character and everything. Definitely in my opinion. So I think I can't wait for the sequel. Would it be in one of my favorite animes? Because I believe Inuyasha and Shadow Skill to be my top two favorite. You know, I can't choose one without the other, even though that Shadow Skill is still kind of like incomplete because trying to get the last of them volumes. But nevertheless, I think the sequel is definitely going to be interesting. I can't wait to see the offspring of these two awesome characters. A lot of people is thinking that Inuyasha and Shishomaru is like long dead gone, but I mean, if you think about it, if their kids was only 4, I mean, it's not really that much time that we done left off from there. Maybe, you know, they just chilling, letting them, you know, going on their own journey. You know, maybe it could be numerous things that's going on, but I don't think it's something that's going to be like, hey, you know, they dead. Nonetheless, that forest fire is hinting that, like, look, they could have passed away during this forest fire, maybe like another type of demon. But for them to have like a demon slaying, you know, the demon slayers is back, that means it's some type of reconstruction to the world that's going on that leaves them to still be alive. I mean, that's like the biggest hint to me. I mean, if that explains death to you, then I mean, each is on. But I mean, to me, if they was able to kind of like build on the demon slayer corpse, then I think that that's a hint that they are still alive. So we're gonna go off that. But other than that, I just want to thank you guys for definitely tuning in. Definitely appreciate you stopping by, listen to me talk about the sequel to Inuyasha. And again, if you can, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the sequel. Is you happy about it? Is you ready for it? I mean, just let me know. Other than that, AshTheMan is out. Peace.